The M2 machine gun or Browning .50 caliber machine gun is a heavy machine gun designed toward the end of World War I by John Browning. Its design is similar to Browning's earlier M1919 Browning machine gun, which was chambered for the .3006 cartridge. The M2 uses the much larger and much more powerful .50 BMG or 12.7mm cartridge, which was developed alongside and takes its name from the gun itself, BMG standing for Browning machine gun. It has been referred to as Mod 28 in reference to its M2 nomenclature. The design has had many specific designations. The official US military designation for the current infantry type is Browning Machine Gun California .50 M2 HV Flexible. It is effective against infantry, unarmored or lightly armored vehicles and boats, light fortifications, and low-flying aircraft. The Browning .50 caliber machine gun has been used extensively as a vehicle weapon and for aircraft armament by the United States from the 1930s to the present day. It was heavily used during World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Falklands War, the Soviet-Afghan War, the Gulf War, the Iraq War, and the war in Afghanistan in the 2000s and 2010s. It is the primary heavy machine gun of NATO countries, and has been used by many other countries as well. The M2 has been in use longer than any other firearm in US inventory except the .45A CPM 1911 pistol, also designed by John Browning. The M2 has varying cyclic rates of fire, depending on the model. The M2HB, heavy barrel, air-cooled ground gun has a cyclical rate of 450-575 rounds per minute. The early M2 water-cooled AA guns had a cyclical rate of around 450-600 RPM. The NM2 aircraft gun has a cyclic rate of 750-850 RPM. This increases to 1,200 RPM for NM3 aircraft guns. These maximum rates of fire are generally not achieved in use, as a sustained fire at that rate will wear out the bore within a few thousand rounds, necessitating replacement. In addition to full automatic, the M2HB can be selected to fire single shots, or at less than 40 rounds per minute, or rapid fire for more than 40 rounds per minute. Slow and rapid firing modes use 5-7 round bursts with different lengths of pause between bursts. The M2 has an effective range of 1,830 meters, and a maximum effective range of 2,000 meters, when fired from the M3 tripod. In its ground-portable, crew-served role as the M2HB, the gun itself weighs 84 pounds, 38 kilograms, and the assembled M3 tripod another 44 pounds, 20 kilograms. In this configuration, the V-shaped butterfly trigger is located at the very rear of the weapon with a spade handle hand grip on either side of it, and a bolt release in the center. The spade handles are gripped, and the butterfly trigger is depressed with one or both thumbs. Recently, new rear buffer assemblies have used squeeze triggers mounted to the hand grips, doing away with the butterfly triggers. When the bolt release is locked down by the bolt latch release lock on the buffer tube sleeve, the gun functions in fully automatic mode. Conversely, the bolt release can be unlocked into the up position resulting in single-shot firing. The gunner must press the bolt latch release to send the bolt forward. Unlike virtually all other modern machine guns, it has no safety, although a sliding safety switch has recently been fielded to USMC armors for installation on their weapons, and a standard issue for the US Army for all M2s. Troops in the field have been known to add an improvised safety measure against accidental firing by slipping. Because the M2 was designed to operate in many configurations, it can be adapted to feed on the left or right side of the weapon by exchanging the belt holding poles and the front and rear cartridge stocks, 3-piece set to include link stripper, then reversing the bolt switch. The operator must also convert the top cover belt feed slide assembly from left to right hand feed as well as the spring and plunger in the feed arm. This will take a well-trained individual less than 2 minutes to perform. When firing blanks, a large blank firing adapter, BFA, of a special type must be used to allow the recoil-operated action to cycle. This functions on the principle of a recoil booster, to increase the recoil force acting on the short recoil action. This is the exact antithesis of a muzzle brake. Without this adapter, the reduced charge blank cartridge would develop too little recoil to cycle the action fully. The adapter is very distinctive, attaching to the muzzle with 3 rods extending back to the base. The BFA can often be seen on M2s during peacetime operations.